Hello everybody, this is JP3 here, and I am back with our Halo 5 Guardians Legendary playthrough. We're on mission number 3, Glassed. Our first mission at Meridian Station, and a mission that frankly could have used a little bit more. That's about the best thing I can say about it. Could use a little bit more. It starts out really strong. An excellent beginning. I kind of horsed around here, you know, because I was bored probably, but in all reality, it's got a beautiful skybox, great conversation with an awesome character, Governor Sloan, and a great starting battle, a nice Warthog run, but then it all kind of falls apart. Kind of like Buck there, and my plan to down them all before they could revive each other all and stuff. And I love the music, or the ambient, I guess, sound tracking, is that a word? At the first of this mission. Again, everything works really well. The art design on Meridian's really awesome. Just, you know, I don't know. Like I say, it just all kind of starts to go away about midway through what ultimately becomes a very short, stubby mission. But hey, let's start with the beginning here. So we are in this really big area here, coming off of the space elevator. A lot of little things, little nooks and crannies to explore in this room. We won't be doing that though. I have no idea why I shot that guy in the face, or why I'm trying to shoot that guy in the face, or why my reticle being on his face, or at least the back of his head, did not result in another bit of murder. So I developed a little routine for this battle back when I first played Halo 5 at some point along the way. Need to find a Promethean armor breaking weapon here. The bolt shot will do. So I'll show you what I do here. Again, I don't know if this is anything unique or special, but I kind of like it. So I come over here to the right. I'm going to go for those turrets to help out the good folks here at Meridian Station. And us too, of course. The turrets don't last too long on Legendary difficulty, but you know, it's a nice little distraction. May help whittle down some armor here and there. Get the Governor on our good side. Not that that really means anything. The game kind of leads you to believe it can mean something, but it really doesn't mean much for the outcome here. Maybe a handful of different lines of dialogue and such. Couldn't find anybody to Spartan charge there, so I'm just going to run right over here. Ooh, I'm starting to get a few hits there from the peanut gallery, staying on top of that thing over there that I just looked at and no one was at. But, you know, these guys can phase wherever the hell they want. There we go. Wiping out some Promethean threats. They looked a little weaker, probably from the turrets, or maybe it's from our allies. Try to get somebody to get on that turret, fall off of here. Again, still rusty, a little bit rusty with the movement. in Halo 5. I'm going to have to stop using that as an excuse at some point. So I grabbed the rocket launcher out of here. There's an ammo crate there, that orange, yellow looking thing. We'll see. Yeah, it's right there. I just walked right in front of it. It gives ammo infinitely to kind of your main weapons, DMR, even the shotgun, SMG probably, the assault rifle, the BR. Not the rocket launcher or anything, but anyway. Yeah, the rocket launcher definitely isn't as effective as it used to be pre-Halo Reach. But it serves a nice little purpose here. Heck, even that grenade looked like it did some good work there. I don't know who just shot me just then. So anyway, then I like to come up here. Well, where I will... God bless. I hate this cross-mapping crap from these stupid Prometheans. But anyway, come over here, grab a saw. Now, this is one of the few areas in the game where, like, it doesn't matter... you know, whether you have the catch skull on or not, these guys up here love to throw grenades. I mean, more so than any group of Prometheans at any other point in the game that I'm able to remember right now. Can't really get into that guy's head from there, so I'm going to have to move around. So yeah, we have a spawn up here and then a reinforcement spawn. There's 2 grenades thrown there. That's not really going to break his armor very well. Probably should have just stuck with a Promethean weapon, but I was trying to have some fun here. There's another grenade. And if you know how the splinter grenades work, very different from the pulse grenades of Halo 4, even though they look the same. You know, if you run into that, there's another grenade. If you run through that field of pulse dots, you can get hurt really, really bad. If you're in a vehicle, it will be EMP'd. Just Spartan charge that guy and gun him down where he stands. So I'm going to come up here and grab a sniper rifle. Not that they're all that useful, but, you know, again, trying to have some fun here. I thought he might be weak, and I could take his sniper from him, but anyway. There's a generator that's holding that door shut to this area. That's, I don't ever show it, but it's across the way there. If you stand there long enough, your team will point it out to you. If you shoot it, then the door opens and you can move right past this part. I mean, it is literally developer sanctioned. Governor Sloan does not like that. Even if you do turn on the turrets and clear out Prometheans for him, he will reference it later. But again, no consequences to that choice. You just can get through here faster. But I decide not to shoot the generator, even as a means of just showing that off for some reason. I'm not sure why I didn't do that. I kind of improvised here and grabbed the turret because I'm wanting these guys to spawn in. Surprised they weren't in already. I tried to hang back with the sniper rifle, kind of save it for later on. Like, I guess right now would be as fine as any, but as soon as I start shooting it, I get shot by some crawler who can barely see me with this stupid little tracking rounds there. So now the Knight's made an appearance, and he has an incinerator cannon, the new version of it. The new version of it, when they hold it, has a tracking feature to it. And then it also has its kind of major method of attack, which I don't believe tracks, but it's kind of like it was in Halo 4. Not as powerful from when you hold it, but it will dematerialize you. You can't even be revived from it. You can see how weak the sniper rifle is there against the armor of the Prometheans. I have no idea why that was not a back smack type kill there. He was turned around, but, you know. And then that guy over there shot me. Not quite from across the map, but, you know, over there somewhere. But that's alright. It is okay to be downed in this game. The mechanics of this game count for that quite a bit with all this crap that's shooting at you all the time with tracking and near hit scan rounds. Not quite the Halo formula there, but it worked-ish in Halo 5 on the sometimes. So if you clear them all out, then you know, the slow way, you get this door to open. And we have some nice, kind of relatively friendly exchanges with the dude there. Sloan. So up in my building is the generator. Again, you can see it from back there. Also up there is a Spartan laser, which I kind of usually remember liking to grab and hand off to somebody in the passenger seat. And then, or keeping it for myself, actually, for a part that I'll show later. It's not necessary, but yeah, it only has this one little use. So here's our Warthog, first Warthog section, which actually is a pretty damn good one, especially since Halo 5 fixed vehicles. This is the best vehicle damage system that's existed in Halo up to this point. Dead serious about that. The reason why I say that, oh gosh, we got a, there goes that grenade EMPing us there, but anyway. So when your vehicle gets shot in the bumper or the wheel or the, you know, somewhere that's not you, you don't take damage. I think your shield won't recharge, possibly. Your health and or shield won't recharge, I think. I'm not really sure. Well, I'm just rolling through these dudes. This is fun. But now I see a bunch of grenade specks all around, so I just get out and see who I can shoot. Let's shoot that guy. Plus, my driver got out for some reason, so I guess she got back up. I think she died, maybe, or you know, was downed. But we'll get our revenge. Oddly enough, you can't really power slide anymore with the back of your vehicle, which is a strange thing to take away. I thought that was pretty classic Halo, since we had the, you know, the e-brake starting with Halo 2, I believe it was. But any little bit of damage you can cause from the front, however, or the side front, will be quite lethal. But what I was going to say in finishing there is that your vehicle takes the damage, and the vehicles are pretty hardy in this game, especially against the light rifle and energy weapons. I mean, we've took some damage there, but mostly cosmetic at this point. Certainly indicative that the vehicle is weakening just a tad, but certainly not enough for us to be concerned. It's not on fire yet or anything. So I mean, you have to be careful. The vehicles will, or cannon will be destroyed, but especially with turrets and things like that. Oh god, that guy almost pulled us out. And of course, they can, you know, get out and try to hijack and pull at you, the soldiers, just like the elites could and the brutes. But anyway, but yeah, so yeah, your vehicle actually takes the damage independent of you, which I think is just brilliant. It makes sections like that possible and fun. So this is about the time I realized I forgot the Spartan laser. I couldn't remember if there was any big weapons over here. The Hydra, we really don't need weapons, handheld weapons going forward from here, so I was mainly going over there to see if there was like a rocket launcher or something I'd forgotten about. So I'm gonna have to do this the longer way. So there's a truck over there. You can also use a sniper rifle to take it out too. If you don't take out the truck now, then what happens is some forerunners get in the truck and they start shooting you with the turret. Now the bullets on armor, that will wear you down really fast. So gosh, if you'll just get in. Memories, trauma from Coastal Highway and Buck's idiocy. Oh, I love that though. That was kind of a power slide-ish. I promise you though, I mean, you'll see it. The power slide doesn't work unless it's kind of the front of your vehicle or I don't know. It's hard to explain. It just doesn't work the same way it used to, but you get some advantages, you know, with hitting people from the front and stuff that you didn't get in previous Halos. Some of it can be kind of silly, like back earlier on, I got some kills just by kind of running into a soldier. It's worth it. I'll take the trade-off. So, there's a Scorpion over there. If you clear out enough of these guys, Governor Sloan will give you access to it. Of course, you can just take access to it if you can get around all this geometry and just bust through this right here. Oh, so the Scorpion. Oh god. So I don't know how to put it into any better words except for this is the most boring, most uneventful, most uninspiring, irreverent, and garbage Scorpion run that's ever existed in the history of Halo. I mean, I never would have thought in a million years that you could screw up a Scorpion run. Halo 5 proved it's certainly possible. Now, this isn't one where it's like, oh, it's so hard and it's terrible and they just kick your ass. No, 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 no. It has nothing to do with that. This is nothing. The problem is that there's... I mean, first of all, we get the Halo 5 design tank, which now just looks like a normal tank instead of the fucking Scorpion. We get no cool music. And guess what we get to fight the entirety of our time in the Scorpion? Absolutely 100% infantry. Not one single piece of armor is ever remotely a threat, unless you count these stupid turrets. Not one single vehicle, not one single aircraft. I mean, you can try to shoot a Phaeton out of the sky a little bit later on, but that's not a threat to you. It's actually part of the skull. But anyway, I'm not a achievement skull finder guy. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, listen to this. There's literally no music, and Halo 5 has good music. People may disagree with me on that. Halo 5 has great music for a non-Marty soundtrack. And to bring back some of the old Halo stuff, especially the theme, incorporating that in, I love Halo 5's music. Some of the time. When it's good, it's really good. That's what I'm trying to say. We get nothing here except for ridiculous exposition. And this. I mean, what the hell were they thinking? This is one of 2 Scorpion runs in the game, and the other one ain't much better, but anything can be better than this. I never would have thought in a million years that they could screw up a Scorpion run, but that's exactly what happens here. With this ugly-ass, normal tank-looking thing. I tried to shoot him. He had to burst away from it, right? Kind of? Really? No, he didn't. Oh yeah, and the drivability of the Scorpion, it's about as bad as Reach, if not worse. They had, in my opinion, controversial as it may be, the near-perfect tank in Halo 4, and then they give us this crap. And I'll tell you how I judge the drivability of the frickin' tank. If you can't move the turret independent enough of the treads, then it's crap. It might as well be Combat Evolved where it was on the same stick. Halo 2 did a great job with it. Halo 3 did a great job with it. Even though that tank was a little light, it was a lot faster. Halo Reach's tank is a lot like this one, which means it sucks. But this Halo 4's tank was, I mean, it was almost just right. But we make do. Since I've been using the Reach tank a lot, I actually got back into using this tank pretty easily. Its mortars are pretty deadly, and it does have the non-hit scan kind of higher skill gap mortar, which I do like. Devastating, but a little bit of a higher skill gap than the 2 and 3 tanks, and the Reach tank, which are just, you know, near hit scan, if not hit scan. So I do like that. Oh god, there's a grenade. We don't want him to freeze us, especially with Turret Boy phasing into the. He phased into the grenade. I didn't notice that. That's awesome. That's awesome. We'll talk about this a little bit more when it's relevant in a later mission here, but as I kind of suggested before, the Promethean soldiers can take human weapons. That becomes a devastating proposition in, well, I'll just say it, in Mission 5, Evacuation, or at least playable mission, non-guns down mission number 5, Evacuation. It can be devastating here. There was a Promethean over there on the rocket launcher turret there, which will destroy this tank really fast. So we prioritized him. I'm also watching that Gauss turret that's at the front. There was a time where I would just shoot it, you know, knock it over before they had a chance to take it. But right now, they are not taking it. I am watching it like a hawk. But we've got a Meridian security officer over there on the Gauss turret that's, well, now it's straight there. I was looking over there to make sure. I was pressing up on the D-pad, so if there was a Promethean over there, then I could select him to focus on, or at least just select and see that he's there. But no, we got a dude over there working it, and I mean, he is working it hard. He does a great job for us. So no complaints there. See, I mean, we're just dealing with infantry there. That turret can be kind of devastating. You know, our tank is starting to look a little gnarly, but it's not quite in its worst state yet. Oh, I hate when they get under you like that. So let's get Buck in position to shoot him. So, you know, the big strat here is to shoot where the purple phase things are, like right there. and just wipe them all out if you can. If your timing's right, you can get pretty darn close to doing it, and we did a decent job of it there too. Now, speedrunners and smart people that are practiced at this will go to the front of this level here. You get much better vision on some of the spawns there, but you do kind of need to know what you're doing. You will be in the line of fire up there a hell of a lot more than you are back here. This is a slightly, well, I'd say a definitively safer route, but I think people that master being up at the front would probably say that's not as dangerous as it looks. Notice again the Meridian Station security there just working it with that Gauss turret. We got this dude behind us, but he's not a big deal. Thank goodness he doesn't throw grenades at us. God, if you've ever played this level with the Catch Skull on, this is a freaking nightmare. It is, they go from being like hardly every once in a while throw grenades to like that's all they do, and your tank spends most of the time completely and utterly immobilized. You have to turn on tilt as well. There's no other way to do it, man. So that's everybody. I know I talked a lot through there, but there really isn't anything to say. Stay back there and shoot where the Prometheans are going. So you can end this mission by getting up here, but apparently you can't end the mission by standing right next to the gate. I forgot about that part. So I'll walk away and the mission ends. Alright, everybody. Well, that is Glassed. A very, very disappointing mission. Not a bad mission, just a very disappointing one. Because ultimately, what starts out really strong, really nice mood, nice character with Governor Sloan there, and I like Locke's interactions with Governor Sloan in this mission and the next one. I think it gives him a lot more personality than any cutscene ever did. And yeah, a nice Warthog run, a very nice opening battle. There's 3 or 4 different ways you can handle that battle and fight everybody. Of course, like I mentioned, you can shoot that generator and get out of there pretty fast. You can choose to turn on the turrets. You can not turn on the turrets. Really is a lot of weapons scattered about. Just a really nice battle. Then it just peters out with that just absolutely dumbfoundingly boring and pedestrian Scorpion run. I don't think there's anything even like it in this entire franchise. Yikes. But that's it, everybody. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell if you haven't already. Use the comment section to vent your rage at me, at the game. You can even say nice things if that's your thing. But as for now, however, this is JP3 signing out. Have a wonderful day, and thank you very, 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 very much for watching. Goodbye.